This is a TalkManRadio tribute to Michael Hinnersheetz. He was born in 1976. He passed on September 5th at 2:24 a.m. He has two beautiful kids, and this is way too soon. He was my best friend, and he was definitely my biggest fan. So this is the least we can do. The least I can do. It's only me here. Met him in third grade. We became friends and then best friends, and he really liked this stupid channel. He really did. Uh, 2 days I've been thinking about this, just this thing that happened. We were in our mid to early 20s, somewhere around there, and we were in some innocuous parking lot, some innocuous night. We were probably coming back from somewhere, and he said, "You know, if you get to be like 80 or 100, you may have like three real friends." And I think my response was something around, "Dude, you're a huge fag." I got it. I got what he was saying. The context, though, I realized later, was he was paying me a compliment. And he wasn't just paying me a compliment, he was paying me the best compliment you could pay someone, I think, in my opinion. And the way he showed it was, fucking guy had a never ending well of support. Didn't matter. Didn't matter what I was doing. I was doing open mic comedy nights in my late 20s, early 30s. And I think he may have missed like two shows. He left one show because somebody there was being too annoying. And I remember I used to sit in the peanut gallery, which is in the back. Like, you have the stage, and then you have the audience, and then there's like a row where it's clear so you can leave. And then they have, tables and stuff in the back in the dark. So you couldn't see me, and I didn't like to be around people when the show was going on. So I'm sitting there in the dark, and I see him walking by. He didn't know I was there. I'm like, "Where you going?" He looked at me like, "Hey, I'm going to get a beer." I'm like, "Really?" I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah. You going to get one with your jacket on?" He's like, "I'm leaving. It's too annoying." Okay, that's fine. So he was there for that, and then about 6 weeks ago when I started this nonsense, uh, I hadn't been talking to him for a little bit, and I started this, and I made my first episode. So I was like, all right, it's football. I got to go show Mike. So I stopped by his house. He was sick, and I showed it to him, and I remember he gave me a hug when he saw me. And whenever I showed him something that I was working on, he had two answers. That's it. I think I got both of these answers that day when I showed it to him. And I showed him the first episode. You can go back and look, like, how many people are really going to listen to this one, but you can go back and look at the first episode. It's fucking shit. It's fucking horrible. It's just a picture and me talking. But so I showed it to him, and he gave me both answers. "Dude, that's awesome," and "You're the man." That's kind of how he said it. So I started this, and it's if you go to the Facebook page, you get where I'm going with this. It's going to be football, and we're going to move on. But the football part was what I was doing, and I was going to do it with him. I wanted him to be a part of it. We're going to do a show. He was going to sit there and talk about football. Actually, we were going to do Drunk Fridays. So we were going to drink and get on camera and talk about football. And then Sober Saturday, we were going to talk about the things we screwed up drinking, talking Friday. But we're not going to do that now. And he really did like this channel. I have about 250 views. That's it. I think he's responsible for about 100 of them. The last one was Sleepers and Busts, and we had our draft. He was in one of my leagues on Monday, and he drafted his team, and I think I made the thing public on Wednesday, and he had already drafted his team, and then he went to the waiver wire, picked up guys. Both of his quarterbacks ended up being on the bust list, and he called me to yell at me at why all his quarterbacks are on the bust list. I said, go listen. I said, dude, such an asshole. So, yeah. So, TalkManRadio lost its biggest fan. I'd like to say thanks to his family. I love you guys. That was very nice letting me be involved as much as he did. His 2 kids, you'll be fine. You got a lot of people around you that love you. And everybody else, say a prayer for Mike. That's it. Alright, love you, Mike. TalkManRadio. We'll be back after week 1. We'll do a post wrap up. I got to change things around a little bit since I'm not going to be able to do it the way I wanted to. So, after week 1, we'll do a post week 1 wrap up, and then next week we'll start the week 2. And for all the degenerates out there who are actually listening to this thinking they're getting football information out of it, I'm going to put the picks up, my weekly picks up. Go check the Facebook page. You'll follow it and you'll get the picks for this week. They're going to be on the show when the show starts. So, that's it. I love you, Mike. I'll see you sometime.